Hi, in this video we're making delicious vegan alkaline ramen. It came out really well, so I know y'all are gonna like this one. Also, my channel has 33 subscribers right now, so if you end up liking this video, make sure to subscribe and to like the video. It's free, you can always change your mind and unsubscribe. Here I have all of the ingredients. I'm going to be going over every single one. So the key components of this are going to be the onion, bok choy, green onions, ginger, and garlic. All right, so I have all my spices here. I'm gonna start off, and obviously I have my choice approved grain, kamut udon pasta. This stuff's gas. All right, so for the spices that I'm gonna be using, there's two components to this recipe, the broth and the ramen. So the spices I'm gonna use for the broth are gonna be the black pepper, turmeric. Actually, I'm gonna use every single one of these except for the cumin, the cayenne pepper, and that's it. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is start your ramen, and then next you can start chopping up your veggies. All right, so I got my onions here. Chop up your onions, your zucchini, your bok choy, your green onions, ginger, everything you're gonna use for the broth. See here, I'm using a blender to do the ginger, mushrooms. Yeah, I use mushrooms for this. They came out really good. Alright, so now you're going to want to add in some oil here, grapeseed oil of course. Let that heat up for a little bit. And then once it's good, you're going to add in your onions. Start off with the onions. You're going to want to let those saute for about like 3 to 5 minutes. I mean, you'll know when they're good. They'll have like some vapor coming off of it like that. They'll start to get nice and like brown. And this is on medium high heat because we want to saute those in high heat, get the flavors out of them, which is always really nice. You can see I'm just stirring that around. We want to make sure all the oil is getting on those onions there. Then I added in everything else, ginger, mushrooms, bok choy, zucchini, all that. I'm adding in a little bit of some oil here, just a little extra because I didn't use that much. I want these to sear really nicely. So after like, I'd say like 3 to 5 minutes of that, you're going to start adding in your spices. So I already added in cloves, that's some turmeric. Turmeric is kind of spicy, but it has a lot of health benefits. Onion powder. This has no sodium in it. It's literally just a flavor, so feel free to be liberal with that. Dill weed. This is a spice that will give you like that broth taste that you want without even using any salt or miso, which is what they normally use. What else? We got that's basil. This little bit of thyme. Thyme's good. Same thing as dill weed. Gives it that that like Asian broth taste that you would want with like a ramen. So next, let's see what I got. This one's taking a while. Oh, black pepper, of course. Black pepper, you're gonna add in a lot of that. It's gonna give it a really nice taste. Just a nice peppery taste. And this is some cayenne. Cayenne's optional if you don't like it spicy. Also turmeric, optional if you don't like it spicy. This is cumin. Gives it like a nice Indian taste. And if you really want to go for like Indian marsala taste, you can add in some nutmeg and some cinnamon. That will give it like a curry taste. If you're into that, like it's all about experimenting. So now I'm just stirring that around. I'm adding in a little paprika. You want to just stir that around so that all the spices get on everything. And then after like a minute of the spices being on there, add in some water. I'm using Poland Springs. Poland Springs is great. It's spring water. There's no fluoride in it. I'm adding in like a bottle and a half here. I mean, whatever you think is enough, because it's different for how much vegetables you use. So once it's going at a boil, then you're going to want to lower it to a simmer and just leave that for about 30 to 35 minutes. So you can see here, I've got like this glaze, which is like peanut sesame oil. I'm just glazing that onto like the toppings that I had. So I made some toppings, and you can see here, I'm adding in some salt. So now that you have your finished ramen and your finished broth, you can combine those into a bowl, making delicious vegan alkaline ramen. Make sure to comment if you like this recipe and make sure to subscribe. Okay, goodbye.